Sup everyone, welcome to another comic book video. So today I thought I'd do my honest review and thoughts on Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Now this film did come out in May 2025, but honestly time has passed. And now I thought I'd just do my quick thoughts, my honest review and thoughts on the film. Now if you don't know what Thunderbolts is, it's about a group of heroes who had to go on this journey to basically try to survive the world from this evil threat called the Void. And pretty much it stars, he's got a really good cast. He's got Florence Pugh, he's got Sebastian Stan, I forgot who the other cast is. Oh, David Harbour. And it did come out in May of 2025. And this is a film by Marvel Studios. It'd be a film a lot of people want to go see. So yeah, I thought I would do my honest thoughts on Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. And yeah, tell me in the comments below. Have you watched Marvel Studios Thunderbolts? If you're not, please go check it out. This will be a full-on spoiler for it review. So if you've not seen the film yet, please click off. There will be some spoilers. But if you want to hear some spoilers and you're not bothered, make sure to stay tuned make sure to watch the video. Now, getting on to when they announced the concept art for Thunderbolts. To be honest, I didn't mind the team having like Red Guardian, Taskmaster, Ghost, Yelena, John Walker. I was pretty much interested to see who these Thunderbolts characters were. And I remember when the concept art was up on the screen, I remember that there was a lot of backlash, right? People were like, "What? Why do we do this kind of film that looks garbage?" And there was like rumors that it was going to be called the Dark Avengers. Yeah, that didn't happen either at all. But then we got some like more. We got the poster, the trailers, and honestly, the trailer was amazing. All the marketing was really good as well, and the trailer as well, spot on. The trailer was fantastic. It was fun. We got some, and it looked like it was going to be a very different kind of Marvel film. Because, well, obviously, okay. Now getting on to the full review. This film is really something. Like, well, getting on the first kind of message of the film, it actually is a bit darker because this is the story about mental health. Because we do follow Yelena, who is going through the struggle because obviously she lost her sister, she lost her family, she's going through a lot of stuff, and throughout the whole film, she actually does kind of make a family with the Thunderbolts. And now, first getting on to Yelena, wow, Florence Pugh does a phenomenal job in this film. Her acting is amazing as well. I heard that she's going to be in Spider-Man Brand New Day, so I'm excited to see how she gets involved in Spider-Man Brand New Day. But honestly, she was an amazing character, and every time she's in the Marvel film, Chef Kiss, she is a phenomenal actor. I hope she gets an Oscar for her film. Because I think the Oscars are coming this week. I don't know. I have completely forgotten. But honestly, she was a good character. And now getting on to first the team as well. Some of the most actors. Okay. First we got to talk about Taskmaster. That's all you gotta know. She's barely in it. She dies. Okay, getting on to John Walker as well. He was a fantastic character, a phenomenal character as well. Because if you've seen Falcon and Winter Soldier, which, as I was going to say as well, if you've not seen the show, spoilers. And in the show as well, John Walker was kind of a jerk, like a corrupted Captain America, because he did kill someone. But honestly, in Thunderbolts, he kind of makes a bit of a demon quality in him. Yeah, he's still a jerk, but he's kind of a lovable jerk. Like, he's kind of like a goofball in this. Some of the scenes are hilarious as well. The guy playing him is phenomenal as well. I've seen him in a lot of films, and he was just really good. Now getting on to Ghost, she's actually kind of better than she was in Ant-Man the Wasp. In Ant-Man the Wasp, she barely did anything. She was kind of useless. But in Thunderbolts, wow, she was really good, really kind of an interesting character in Thunderbolts. And she was just really phenomenal, and every time she was really useful to the team. Like, she can go through walls, she can unlock stuff, so she's kind of phenomenal. And then the last two, then we got Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier himself. Anytime he's in the film, I get pumped. Winter Soldier is one of my favorite characters, and Sebastian Stan did an amazing job as him. I love the Terminator reference that he does in the film, where because there's a scene where they get chased in the limo by some of the military. And Bucky Barnes just pulls up like, I'm going to be the Terminator. And he's just a Terminator pose. I thought that was hilarious. And that scene was just funny as hell. And I am so curious to see what they do more with Bucky Barnes. Because the last time we saw him was in Captain America Breaking the World. And so I'm excited to see more of him. And now for the last last team in the Thunderbolts, Red Guardian, Alexei Romanov. David Harbour, God, he's such a phenomenal actor. Well, I got introduced to him through Stranger Things, as Harper from Stranger Things, and him in Thunderbolts, wow, he's a phenomenal character. Red Guardian's dynamic, him and Yelena, I love that bond. Like, there's a scene in the moment where Yelena is breaking down because she misses her family, and she's like, "Where were you? Why didn't you call? I called you." And he's like, "I'm not a good father." And that was just a heartbreaking scene in the film. Like, God, that was a hard punch. And yeah, I just love that dynamic, and I can't wait to see. Apparently, in Avengers Doomsday, there's going to be apparently an emotional scene. They better not kill Red Guardian. Please do not. I do want Red Guardian dying. I don't know. Red Guardian is such a lovable character. I don't want him to die. Okay, now getting on to the full film, the actual movie. I loved it. I thought it was a really fun, really crazy film. There also, all the action is spot on. The music as well. Half creepy, half really epic. Especially with the Void, which I'll talk about later. And wow, some of the set pieces is phenomenal as well. Some of the locations. And we finally know who bought the Avengers Tower. It was Valentino, which, screw her. She was the worst character in the movie. But I actually loved all the actions, I loved the set pieces, and loved everything about it. And some of the mental health story in it. Because obviously, this is a film about mental health. And it was just a phenomenal film. And I am so excited to see what this director does with, I think it's X-Men? Yeah, X-Men they're doing it next. So I'm so excited to see what they do next. And as well, some of the stuff you see in this film, not for kids. Really not. Really shocking, because obviously it's a really dark story sometimes for the half-rate story. It's a lot about death and like want to hurt yourself, which that is kind of love seeing this in these kind of films, because obviously you always see those people like, "Oh, I don't want to do it. Oh, we're gonna be lighthearted. We're not gonna do anything to ourselves." Now screw that. Let's put this in this film. That's why I love about Marvel. They know how to do stuff with their audience, and they know we fans want to love to see something that will help us go through life. That's why Thunderbolts is a really good film. And of course, we can't talk about Thunderbolts without talking about the post-credit scene. So in the post-credit scene, we see the Thunderbolts, well, aka now called the New Avengers, because Valentino says, "This, guys, is the New Avengers." And they're like, "What? Where's the New Avengers? What?" And basically, they're in their tower, and Elena gets a message saying, "Oh, something has gone through the barrier. This is not from your universe." And we see the freaking Fantastic Four ship, which, if you've not seen Fantastic Four: The First Steps, go watch it. It is a fantastic film. Say that again. And if you haven't seen the end of Fantastic Four, basically at the end of Fantastic Four as well, Doctor Doom does appear, and it just cuts to black, and we don't see what happens. So obviously this will lead into Avengers Doomsday, which comes out this December, on December 18th. And honestly, the whole movie overall is it's a masterpiece. In my opinion, it's a really solid film to watch as a Marvel fan. I think it's like top 5 in my favorite MCU list. And honestly, I thought it was a really good job. Everything about it. And now, obviously, the last thing we've got to talk about, the Void, aka Bob. Holy cow, he was terrifying. The scene when he raises his hand down and the whole city goes to black into the void, and everyone starts turning voidish. You're like, holy cow, this guy does not mess around. And he's immortal as the Void. And that's a scene as well with Bob trying to kill the Void because he was struggling with experiments. That was a really, really dark scene, but very emotional scene as well. I loved seeing that in action films. I wish they did that more in these kind of films. And Bob was just such a sweet guy, such a nice guy. Awesome thing as well. And I even like the flashback bit with Bob. They even did it for Lady Yelena. That chicken scene didn't make me laugh. But David Harbour going, "You hit me that sign again." That made me a fun laugh. But overall, I thought Thunderbolts was a really good film to watch around the summertime or whenever you're watching it. But tell me in the comments below, have you watched Marvel Studios Thunderbolts? Did you think it was good? Did you think it was solid? Is there anything you didn't like about the film? Tell me in the comments below. I would love to know your honest opinion. But that was my honest discussion and thoughts on Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Tell me in the comments below, have you seen the film? Are you going to watch it? And comment below. Are you excited to see what happened? See the new Avengers back in Avengers Doomsday? And yeah, if you want to see more comic videos by me, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me all social medias down below. And if you want to see some horror stuff, make sure to follow horror_vlog1. It will be linked in the description down below. And I'll see you, my friends, in the next video.